So we are going to see a short on evolution of fungi, origin of fungi. You have different theories how the fungi got evolved from its predecessors. பரிணாம பாதைன்னு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, பூஞ்சைகளின் பரிணாம பாதை. You have different thoughts, school of thoughts. So there you have algal origin of fungi, protozoan origin of fungi. So some of them have thought that they have given evidences for fungi originating from alga. So பாசிகளின் மூலமாக தோன்றிய பூஞ்சைகள் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு கோட்பாடு இருக்கு, algal origin of fungi. So there are two school of thoughts, இரண்டு விதமான கோட்பாடுகள் இருந்து பாலிஃபைலட்டிக் ஆரிஜின் அப்படின்னா, பாலினாலே பல அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம், ஃபைலட்டிக்னா பாதைகள். ஸோ பல பாதைகள் மூலமாக பாசிகளின் வழியே தோன்றிய பூஞ்சைகள். ஸோ ஆல்கல் ஆரிஜின் ஆஃப் ஃபஞ்சை, யூ ஹாவ் பாலிஃபைலட்டிக் ஆரிஜின் அண்ட் மோனோஃபைலட்டிக் ஆரிஜின். Polyphyletic origin was proposed by Prinkshin, Kohn, and so these are all the Bessie, okay, Harper, Bessie, all these people, they thought, they put forth the concept that the algae have fungi have originated or evolved from algae. Okay, so they, according to them, they grouped the fungi into heterogeneous organism evolved from groups of algae by the laws of chlorophyll. So ஒரு பாசியிலிருந்து தோன்றவில்லை, பல பாசிகள் சேர்ந்து they by loss of chlorophyll, chlorophyll வந்து சிதைவுடுவதால் பூஞ்சைகள் தோன்றிருக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு they had put forth the concept. So heterogeneous organism. So பஞ்சைகள் பூஞ்சைகள் வந்து ஒரே மாதிரியான ஆர்கானிசமா இல்லாம பலவிதமான பலவித அமைப்புகளுடன், so different structural, they had different heterogeneous organism evolved from groups of algae. ஒரு பாசிய மூலமாக இல்லாம பல பாசிகள் சேர்ந்த ஒரு group of algae by the loss of chlorophyll. They suggested that chytrids evolved from unicellular algae. So chytrids are lower fungi. They belong to Phycomycotina, lower fungi. They evolved from unicellular algae. So and saprolegniales அப்படின்னு ஒரு group இருக்கு. Again it belongs to Phycomycetes, lower fungi. They evolved from Edogonium and Vaucheria. So Edogonium is a blue-green alga. Vaucheria is again a higher form of alga. So saprolegniales have been evolved from Edogonium and Vaucheria. Zygomycetes evolved from conjugales. So conjugales is a group of, it's an order under phycology. The algae belonging to the order conjugales have given rise to Zygomycetes fungi. So that was the evidence they had. And Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes evolved from red algae. Red algae, Rhodophyta, the ones which you have the Gelidium and Gracilaria. Okay, so all these red algae have given rise to Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes. That was the polyphyletic origin concept. Monophyletic origin, they had a different kind of thought. D. Barry is a person who proposed that algae and fungi derived from a unicellular non-green organisms in more or less parallel line. That means algae and fungi have evolved together. Fungi have not arisen from algae. Okay, algae and fungi have arisen parallelly. Okay, so they had evidences that both algae and fungi had a single ancestor. Okay, both algae and fungi had a single ancestor derived from unicellular non-green organisms in more or less parallel line. So that was the proposed concept under algal origin of fungi. So there was another school of thought which showed, which told that the fungi have originated from protozoans. So Gobi அப்படிங்கிறவர் வந்து he first proposed this theory, that is origin of flagellated phycomycetes, because all in uh, fungi, in lower fungi you can see flagellated zoospores. The spores are all flagellated. So flagella is normally seen in algae. Okay, so they thought that the fungi would have arisen from algae. So origin of flagellated phycomycetes, algal origin of flagellated phycomycetes. There is a great affinity between saprolegnia like member and vaucheria like member of green algae, because they had flagellated zoospores. Okay, so they have seen many views are there. Bessie's view, Gorman's view. So lower phycomycetes were derived from algae of Xanthophyceae. So algae give three different series of fungi: chytidaceous fungi, okay, hypocytidaceous fungi, oomycetes. They all have been derived from Xanthophycean algae. Okay, so protozoan origin of flagellated phycomycetes, they see that the chytrids have evolved from uniflagellated protozoa, and biflagellated phycomycetes evolved from biflagellated protozoa. So we saw the algal origin. Protozoan origin says that the fungi have evolved from protozoa, both uniflagellated as well as biflagellated protozoa. Why? Because protozoans are also, they also do not have chlorophyll. Fungi also do not have chlorophyll. So fungi could have been evolved from protozoa. Protozoa, all the protozoa show flagellated condition. So they had a view that the fungi also would have evolved from protozoa. So origin of non-flagellated phycomycetes, that is zygomycetes. Non-flagellated phycomycetes nale motile, non-motile spores, those fungi which reproduce by non-motile spores, that is aplanospores. So zygomycetes only, you see fungi which produce non-motile spores. So they thought that the zygomycetes have been to be believed from algae. Zygomycetes directly evolved from green algae, and others suggested that zygomycetes evolved from certain saprolegnials. So you have a few thoughts about origin of ascomycetes fungi, Floridian hypothesis, Phycomycetes hypothesis. Okay, so Floridian hypothesis is based on similarity between reproductive structure and process, that is sexual reproduction in ascomycetes, and those of Floridian uh, algal members. So presence of trichogyne, non-motile male gametes, branches around female reproductive organ, all these say that the ascomycetes have originated from red algae. Again, Phycomycetes hypothesis say that the origin of ascomycetes from zygomycetes. So ascomycetes have originated from zygomycetes, and zygomycetes have originated from green algae. So some consider Endogonaceae zygomycetes as possible ancestor to give rise to ascomycetes. So they have seen that the origin of Basidiomycetes is from ascomycetes. So zygomycetes gave rise to ascomycetes, ascomycetes gave rise to basidiomycetes. That was the concept put forth by the scientists. So they see that there are two schools of origin. Uh, Chiefly, they think it is algal origin only, because more of evidences to show that fungi originated from algae based on the structure of sexual reproductive spores, flagellated forms. Okay, and there are many evidences to show that the lower fungi evolved from algae and the higher fungi evolved from the lower fungi. So you see the Phycomycetes evolved from the green algae and red algae, and zygomycetes evolved from Phycomycetes, ascomycetes evolved from zygomycetes, basidiomycetes evolved from ascomycetes. So there are enough evidences to prove the origin of fungi in this manner.